I'm Samantha Okullo. I am 29 years old. I'm a beautypreneur. Ugandan, and I own a business called Mirrors Unisex Salon. It's based in Bukoto. We do a lot of bridals, hair, makeup, manicures, pedicures. I also have a business called Lengo Organics. It's actually pronounced as Lengo. I'm Luo, so Lengo means beauty in my language. Range of hair products that are also used at the salon, shampoos, conditioners. And recently, 2024, we just founded our beauty school called Mirrors Beauty School. We're literally looking to invest in anybody who is ready to learn and be innovative in the beauty space.
Okay. How long have you been in the beauty business?
I've been in the beauty business for 7.5 years now.
Oh, wow.
Mirrors started in 2016. I was 21 years old. I was still at uni.
Yes.
So I know all my age mates are there and they're calculating how old I'm turning this year, but it's fine. And Lengo is 5 years old. It was basically born out of the challenges I faced with the products we were using initially. And I was like, I mean, what does it take to start your own hair care line? Why are we importing synthetic products when we have everything here?
Tell me about that, the decision to start your own hair care line.
The decision to start my own hair care line, like I said, came from the salon. We were using, synthetic products here. Obviously, I can't mention brand names. And it just wasn't doing a really good job. Secondly, I think the time that I opened my business, there were not a lot of wigs and frontals being done well. We're only like 2 or 3 salons max doing it. And so I was like, you know what? There were no products in general that could take care of the wigs and your hair at the same time. That's how Lengo was born. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, beauty is a very competitive industry. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How do you set yourself apart as a brand?
As a brand, I think beauty is very diverse.
Yeah.
So it first of all starts from what for you, what do you feel like beauty is about? For me, it's basically about making people happy. There are times I see people walk into my shop with mood swings and all, but by the time we are done, it's like, girl, they're happy and their self-confidence is up, and that's what I live for. The thing about competition is there's competition everywhere. There's competition in the taxis, cab guys are fighting every day, border guys, even in the tech space, there's competition. But I always say, find a way to penetrate the market. Find a way to create a product or a service that's sort of unique, but you can do so well that even if somebody said they wanted to copy you, it would take them 3 years. And by that time, you would have already moved on.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you think your brand has contributed to Uganda's beauty space?
I think my brand is one of the youngest. You can't mention a beauty brand in Uganda top 10 and mine isn't there. I think it was very young, it was very fresh. I think it brought a lot of new ideas. I'd say, like I said, that time the wigs and the frontals had just come, so I got a lot of celebrities, video shoots, Irene Tale, Vinka, Rema, also those days. And even now, when I was talking to Serene before, we've gone to bride and groom expos year after year, and I work with a team called Bridal World, and every year I'm a showstopper with the hair. I'll show you pictures if you want. The most original concepts. I think even anyone who wants to enter the salon business right now, or the beauty business, there's enough space for all the stars to shine. Your level of creativity will never be another person's level of creativity. Even when I have meetings with my employees, I tell them, Mirrors, you come and you work for Mirrors, and for you it might look like the buildings or the shop space or the interior design, but I am Mirrors.
Right.
You understand? It's my level of creativity, my level of passion. Our trends keep changing, and it's not a must to keep going with trends that change, but with the way that I came in and everything being so fresh and new, I just have to keep it up. So yeah, I think a lot of ideas. I think we're the best salon right now for ponytails in Uganda. We're the best ponytails. I think we're up there for bridals. I think we are up there for wig installations and just general hair care, because we do use authentic products made in Uganda. Yes.
So I want to take you back in time.
Yeah.
To when you were deciding to open Mirrors.
Yeah.
Can you give me a snapshot of what that was looking like? Whether it was the decision to
Yeah.
start,
Yeah.
or like, some early memory of doing, someone's, beauty care, whether it was hair or makeup, whatever.
Yeah.
So what did that look like?
Very chaotic. I won't lie. Very chaotic. But as an artist, there's always value in chaos. We turn chaos into beauty. We turn chaos into art. And the way it started, I won't lie. I started in school. One of my OGs is here, Rachel. We're going out for dances. We're in St. Lawrence. I'll be doing their hair. We're going to the club at uni. That time it was governor. We don't have enough money. It's like, girl, come through. Let's do something. I was actually at uni. I did a BA in tourism at Makerere. And so at about 21, when I was turning 22, that was 2016. I'd been doing my sister's hair, my mom's hair, my friend's hair for such a while that when I got the money to open the business, I won't lie, I'm going to put my dad out there. It's very good to have supportive parents. My dad did give me 40 million in cash. I've never seen an African man who gives a 21-year-old girl in cash, in bundles like this. He's not a rich guy, don't get me wrong, but he's a very supportive person. Do you get what I mean? And at that point, it's like, okay, this person has given me all this money. I can't let them down. And I tried to go to Gazaland, the hair market, try and beg people to come and work for me, and it wasn't working. So you'd walk into my shop and show me a picture of a hairstyle you can do. And I'm like, yeah, I can do it. Take a seat. I'll go outside, watch a video on YouTube, and come back and do it for you. Yes, I didn't go to hair school.
Yeah.
I told you I did a BA in tourism as a geographer. Even up to now, I like to travel and stuff. But I'm self-taught from YouTube. So when I see people making excuses, or I don't have, maybe if you say you lack motivation, and someone told me, oh, Samantha, you're so lucky, go backward descent, your father gave you money, but he only gave it to me because he could see the vision.
Yeah.
I had to prove to him that it's going to happen, and it's 7 years later, he didn't make a mistake. So if you're ever in a position where you have a chance to get money, it could be from funding, it can be from your parents, it can be from a collective of friends, you could end up with partnerships. My sisters are my partners, so I can travel for 3 weeks and I know business will be steady. My parents are extremely supportive people. If you want them for some time, I can lend them to you just so they can hold you up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a specific milestone or word or moment where you really felt proud of yourself, proud of your brand?
Lean, let me tell you. Do you see that recovery period after COVID? I have never been tested like that in my life. I was 25. I'm focusing on my age because I want girls my age to know that, listen, this stuff is not easy. We woke up from COVID with an 18 million debt. And I know for some people that might be little money, but you must understand that our businesses are SMEs, small and medium enterprises. And, I sat down and I said, fine, I do have partners, or, I have managers, but they're all waiting for what's the way forward, Samantha? What are we going to do? And I never thought I'd wake up in the morning and have an 18 million debt for free.
Right.
When that's the kind of money you are making in a month.
Right.
Or in 2 months at least. You get my point? Minus expenses and all. So I would say in that moment, because I'm very fast-paced. I'm not the kind of person that sits down, feels sorry for themselves. I'm not the kind of person who come and tell you, oh, I get depressed. I'm not like that. I'm very strong. I have a very high energy level. I think you've seen that today. So I have a very high energy level that even when I'm sad, unless you know me extremely well, you won't be able to tell. So I'm like, you know what? Everybody's waiting for an answer. You have 15 employees, 2 different companies, and you're in debt. It's like solutions, and I don't want to get a loan. Your accountants are telling you borrow money. Are you mad? Borrow money under these circumstances. How are you going to pay it back? Because the market is still not yet stable. So you start looking for ways of, okay, let me bring 2 makeup artists, let them fill in on the rent, let them, you understand, increasing on the marketing for the bridals, changing prices. immediately we got over that date after a year, they lock us down again for 42 days.
Yeah.
Now, that's when I can say for the first time in my life, I was almost depressed. Almost. I drank beer. You know, Ugandans want to solve everything with liquor, but you know, the 42 days ended. I got back in shape. I love my business because it motivates me every waking day, even on the days when I feel unmotivated. It's like all these people who are depending on you. Someone has to pay school fees in the morning. Are you really not going to show up?
Right.
These are things you have to ask yourself. We do take time off, especially during low season. Like now, I do take my months off. You know, not too long, but you do take your time off. And you go back to the drawing board and you create and you keep creating until you're in a position where you say, maybe I have amnesia.
Right.
I can't create anymore. But every working day, we are creating.
Yeah. Okay. So, as we come to a close, I don't know, is there anything that you are excited about this year? That's something that's to come? Anything we should look out for? Any exclusives you're willing to give?
Basically, first of all, for the first time in 4 years since COVID, I'm debt free. For me, it's like at that point when I realized that you don't have any loans, you don't have anybody on your back, no unnecessary phone calls. I don't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what to do with myself. I traveled to different countries in a space of a month, just looking for general inspiration. I've been to Lagos, I've been to Accra, I've been to South Africa, and there is so much to learn in our environment, because in a creative environment, there are so many women who are so hardworking, who are so creative, they're just putting themselves out there. And I'm so happy that Satisfaction UG has literally put us on today, because these girls are out there hyping themselves, supporting themselves, putting themselves out there. And finally, you've done that for us today. You've done that for us today. We're always behind the scenes. So today, to put the camera and, you know, just let us put our stories out there, let us put our, you know, our beauty out there. I mean, thank you for doing this. But what I would say is I'm creating so much this year with Lengo Organics. We have our skincare line dropping this year. We have some new hair care products that are dropping, the first of their kind in Uganda. And even with a beauty school, whoever would like to sign up, will also be announcing how many bursaries we're doing per year, because I do want to encourage people who are interested in our line of work to come and at least get the right training. And you know, we've always been in a situation where people look down on us, oh, you're a hairstylist, oh, bananke, you understand? But from lawyers to presidents, you need us. And I want people to understand that it's okay to have a career in what we are doing. They don't have to associate us with being local or uneducated. I'm sitting here, I'm educated, and I'm sitting here and I make people beautiful every day of my life. So maybe another closing remark would be to my young people out there, not my S4 vackies. What are you doing at home sleeping? Why are you not trying to gain a skill? This is a skill you can have anywhere in the world, even if you had to move to the States, even if you had to move back to the village. We've come from a point where people were looking down on our talent to the point where you know you need us. So I just urge everyone to be consistent, to be patient. Everyone you've seen on camera today, including myself, has been in the business for at least 7 to 8 years plus. So these things don't come easy, but you need to be patient, you need to pray, you need to be supportive. My numbers on social media everywhere. I'm not somebody who is selfish with information. Call me and be like, Samantha, hi, I want to talk to you. Come to the salon, come and talk to me. You know, let's do something together. Yeah, but I think that's it mostly. Yeah.
And what does beauty mean?
Beauty is very diverse. I think that for everyone I've come across, for everybody that I've ever had the chance to work on, be it brides, be it models, celebrities, I think it's who you are on the outside mixed with who you are in the inside. I will tell you, you cannot be a gorgeous person on the inside with bad manners. My mother always told me that. And it needs to balance. You can be the prettiest angel, you can look like a fairy, but if you are not kind, if you are not helpful. If you just, in general, if you're not a good person, I think it makes you ugly. So I think that even as much as we try to, you know, enhance our beauty on the outside, come to Mona, come to Mirrors, come to Afros and more, and you know, do all these beautiful things on yourself, we need to sit down at the end of the day and reflect on who you are as a person. Because for me, beauty is balance. Who you are on the inside should reflect who you are on the outside, and vice versa.